Are we ready?
Ready? Hey, how do I look on camera?
You look great.
I look great.
Yeah,
okay.
denim on denim.
Denim. I went with the
JT. No to JT.
That's right.
Yes.
Justin Timberlake, Canadian vibe.
Yes.
How do you think that started? Canadian tuxedo. Like, did one guy from Canada wear that? And
Maybe maybe there was like a trend in Canada.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Canada, as you know. Hello and welcome back to the You Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. What's going on?
What is going on?
It's December.
Yes. Wow.
December. This year flew.
I think so.
Right? Can we agree? I wish we had like a hedgehog, what are the Groundhog's Day?
Yeah.
Like I want like there to be like a this year flew, like a monitor, like an agreement.
Yeah, maybe it should be like you coming out of your apartment and like, does Jared see his sweet and low?
Jordana found out I'm a sweet and low head.
Sweet and low. You have some like old man tendencies.
Yeah.
I would say like the two ones I've seen that stand out to me are the sweet and low and the Citron vodka that I don't know if you still drink it, but you, when we would be in like the green room.
Absolute Citron.
Yes.
Well, it was absolute Citron.
Citron. I have no idea.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Toronto. Yeah, it's funny. Well, this is on the same subject of like, is it old man or is it old man to you? Like, is it a quick year? Is it a quick year for me?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they
go quicker as you get older.
As you get older.
Yeah.
Well, it's also in dating, like, do I like this person? Does everyone feel? Is this what everyone's feeling? You never know. Like, I've had that where I'm in relationships. I'm like, is this it? Is this what everyone's going nuts about? Yeah. The happiest day of my life. I love this person. Is this love or is this me? Do I not feel it enough? I wish I could taste someone else's love. That'd be a good 80s band.
Maybe we should
lyric.
have like a what's the thing? With like The Switch. Remember The Switch?
What's The Switch?
The movie The Switch with Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds. And Jason Bateman is like a dad of like three.
Right, a classic body switch movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds is like the single guy, just kind of fucking around.
Right.
And then they switch bodies.
I would do. I guess if I was to get a genie's wish.
Yeah.
Let me do a week of me married with 2 kids at this age. Like, let me feel that body.
I would watch that movie. Yeah.
You would watch me do a body switch movie?
Yes,
I mean,
for sure.
I would, because I'm texting, I got a group chat. I got my high school group chat, 2 of my closest friends, and they've got both of them, kids, suburbs, the whole deal.
Yeah.
And they're texting me, it was yesterday where one buddy texted me about how he was at the 99, which is like a very local New England kind of like fast casual.
Ground round.
The Ground Round, the 99.
Yeah. Okay.
These are all very similar. Friendlies, Applebee's.
Sure.
These are like New England,
We have Friendlies and Applebee's in New York.
Started in Western Massachusetts, Friendlies.
Okay.
So excuse
you can have
me.
it. You can have
thank
it.
you. Yeah. Don't get away from my Friendlies, my Fribbles. So they were he said he's with his 3 kids of the 99, and he was like, I had to pull them out. They were being animals. He's like, my kids were being animals, and none of the other parents were doing anything about it. All the other parents were drinking beers and hanging out, and then my kids are being dicks to the rest of the restaurant. So I said, I yanked my kids out and put them in the car, and I said, we don't act like that. And I started making fun of them. I was like, I hope you loudly yelled that while the other parents were having their beers to make them feel uncomfortable. Like, I was like, and it's such, like, I'm hearing about this world, and I'm so far away from it. Like, I'm like, what is that like to like yell at your kids? I asked him that.
Right.
And he's like, it's you feel stupid. Like, you're like, who am I? Like, you have this
right
out of body. Like, I'm the
in charge.
dad now.
Yeah.
Like, I know we were talking before about, you were saying what's the latest age, right? The latest.
What's the latest you feel like you would like to have kids?
And I've never really thought about it, but I have thought of, like at 40 right now, what would have to happen for me to, like, how quickly could it happen?
Right.
Like if I met the woman of my dreams today on my flight.
I think you could have a kid in 2 years.
Right, in 2 years, the kid, like the
kid would be
actual
here.
kid.
Yeah, the kid would be here.
And everyone would go, oh, that happens, but it wouldn't be like normal. There would be like a moment of like, whoa, quick. I think I would say that's quick,
Right.
but
yeah, it wouldn't be normal, but it would be quick, but it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be insanely quick for.
no. This isn't like a teen.
If you were 26,
baby type of situation,
that would be like, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And no, at 40, you go, oh, that's how it happens
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But even like realistically, meet the woman of my dreams, and then let's say it's 3 years from now. That's a more realistic.
That you meet the woman.
I meet a woman. We do a year of dating. We get
okay.
married. We have a kid.
Yeah.
Let's say.
How long would it take you if you met the right person? How long would you propose in a year?
Within a year.
Okay, so you're engaged in a year, you're married in 2 years, depending on the age of your wife and probably her opinions on when she wants to have kids. Maybe you have a kid in 3 years.
She has an opinion on this? I don't know.
I would say
not the woman of my dreams.
3 years more.
No opinion. Not a lot of questioning me.
3 years more realistic.
3 years is more realistic, but 2 years could happen.
Could happen, yes.
So it's, it is weird to think of like that other world.
Where in 3 years you could be like married with a kid.
Right, but I'm saying like my friends who are married with kids, I also get annoyed when married with kids people act like they have no relation to my world. They've lived my world.
Right. You've never lived theirs.
Right.
Yes.
Don't act like it's the same back. Oh.
Well, they've never lived your world at your age.
Fair.
Which is different.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going back to Delray today. I got a new apartment.
I'm excited for you.
I'm very excited.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen pictures.
Fully furnished. So I'm like,
you're set.
I'm
turnkey.
walking right into a life.
Yeah. You set up your podcast room.
Get my podcast ready.
Internet. Who do you deal with that? Do you like call the internet company and say, I can't see you doing that? Are you like on the phone with Verizon being like, I need to switch the internet?
Yeah, I do.
You do
things
that?
people do.
I can't imagine you doing
no,
that.
it's funny that you don't think
Yeah.
of me as being that person to do that. But you know.
You do that, yeah.
I guess. Well, I don't know when I have to do that. There is a piece of me that's going back to this apartment, hoping to God that like there's just internet there.
That it comes with internet?
Yeah.
In
never,
perpetuity?
Right. I don't know if it's part of my HOA.
Right.
Because some people, you ever meet someone who's like, yeah, the cable and HOA is like, it's all built in. You're like.
Maybe to your rent, not to your like when you buy something.
I'm about to walk into horrific. I'm going to be a lot of a brutal awakening
you
when I
need
get
an
home.
assistant.
I need assistance.
Assistance, yes.
I would say.
Someone to find you your sweet and low.
Yeah. So I'm a big sweet and low guy.
So you excited?
I'm really excited.
Are you going to get, because it's furnished,
yeah.
Are you going to give it some personal touches?
So this is a big thing, you know, for the community that feels I'm enmeshed with my family. This will not dissuade
Can a
them.
man say it's okay to French kiss your mom without being accused of being enmeshed with his family? What kind of world do we live in?
My mom is being crazy with the new apartment.
So she's decorating. Oh my God, you're Trey McDougal
Who's Trey McDougal?
from Sex and the City.
Well,
When Charlotte moves into the apartment and it's like his mom decorated it and it's all plaid.
It's funny you mentioned this because last night I was at the Comedy Cellar and Liz, the GM, who's a good friend of mine, and I said to her, she goes, "What are you gonna do with the place?" I was like, "Well, my mom wants to it keeps saying that her friend who's a decorator is gonna do the whole thing."
Okay.
And she was like, she gave a very similar facial response that you just gave. This like eye roll of like your mom.
I mean, I wouldn't tell a date you brought back there.
What if she loves it? Your taste
And you
is
claim it
impeccable.
as your own.
Well, I
You
do.
say- or you
These
say
shoes, people have. I get a lot of nice comments about these shoes, and then I'm like, well, my mom got them.
My
for
mommy
me.
bought them for me.
Yeah.
Well, you say you have a I mean, technically, your mom's now your decorator. You just say I have a decorator,
Right. That's a better way to put it.
and then if they pry.
Well, here's the thing, and like, here's why women are so lucky if you're a straight woman. Like, if you find me, I'm pretty much good with anything.
Is that true though, or will I be in a battle with your mom over the decor?
Yeah, she's not good with anything.
Well,
but I'm good with anything.
that's the Charlotte Bunny
right.
McDougal tip off. Where I mean, I remember when they get engaged, and then like the mom drafts the prenup for her,
Right.
and then she's basically negotiating with the mom.
That's
for
a
the
funny
prenup.
episode. I mean, that's a real life thing. Like,
yeah.
no, I'm definitely gonna decorate. I'm gonna do some I mean, I have all these posters and framed things, like the cue card from when I did the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Like that'll go in. I have like a lot of office stuff.
Okay.
I would say I don't know if I have a lot of like main room, like living room stuff.
Do you think you'll be like hanging out in the?
That's my goal,
Apartment
is to
more?
be more of
Yeah.
a hangout in the apartment guy. Like,
Right.
I even asked, I was at as I mentioned, I was at the Cellar. I'm with like, a star-studded cast of people last night at midnight at the Comedy Cellar. We were doing the show. It was like Lisa Traeger, who I think she's been on this show. But
I think so. Yeah.
Lisa's a good friend, and Des Bishop is there.
Right.
Hilarious comic, and Michael Che, he was there, and we're all talking, and I was like, what's a show you guys wish? And the reason I asked the question, I go, what's a show you wish you'd never watched so you could watch it again? Do you have that show?
Yeah.
What's that? Is it Sex and the City?
No.
I mean, you bring
I
it up.
still watch it all
Yeah.
the time.
But like, you have your mind erased. You can watch a show fresh eyes first time. And the reason I'm asking this question, I'm like, I'm kind of looking for things to do.
Watch
like,
this. Have you seen The Sopranos?
Che said The Sopranos.
That's
Che was
like the classic.
He said, and I'm like, it's a lot of episodes.
Every episode's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's the one I got to
best
do.
show ever made, maybe.
And I've never watched it.
You got to watch it.
Right. And I was like,
You got to pay attention though. You can't be on your phone during that.
Well, that's kind of why I'm looking for a show. I'd like to get off my phone.
Yeah. You should
Some
do it.
people, their resolution is to work out. Mine is to sit on the couch and watch TV. So, yeah. So I was thinking about that for the new place. I was like, I need like a show that I can like sit in the new place.
I think you should get into
I
it.
think Sopranos
Yeah.
would be the one.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I think if you build it, they will come. When you have
Right.
this place that like you're proud of, that's your spot with the ceiling that's fully intact, you're gonna be like a whole new man.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll invite you to the
Housewarming party?
Housewarming party.
I'll fly in.
I would love that.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably.
sounds like an invite to your house.
Yeah. That's an open invitation.
Mike, and you guys can come anytime you'd like. Ronnie, not sure.
What? What's the dog policy?
Considering all I've heard about Ronnie.
Listen, we've got
Is he getting better?
We've got the diarrhea under control.
Okay.
He's fully trained.
I can't have you ruining my mom's new carpet.
I know. Ronnie won't be invited. He might. He's very into humping, so he might.
Is he? Wow, we have a lot in common.
He'll do it. Anywhere though.
We have a lot in common too. We still have a lot in
All right,
common.
so he's still not invited.
Yeah, well, I can't have two humpers in the house. So that's a lot of humping.
He got a lot of territory to fight over. Yeah.
Right. What else is going on?
What,
Any other baby gifts that have been insulting?
Not.
It was on my mind a little bit.
No,
I
it was-
felt bad.
No, don't feel bad. I think it was again. Once it settled in, I decided it was funny.
Okay, good. So
That's the way you want.
that's how I want every joke.
Yes.
I want every joke to start insulting, then get funny.
Yeah. No. I'm excited. We're hosting Christmas this year.
You're hosting Christmas.
Yes.
Doesn't this feel like the year not to host Christmas?
No, I
Or
think it
is
feels like the year that you would have like the least going on compared to future years.
Well, I guess you're having a good pregnancy.
Yes,
That we've
so
discussed.
far,
Like you
yes.
feel well.
Knock on wood.
Right.
Yes.
Knock on wood. But I'm saying like as like the puking and the sick
Yeah.
is concerned,
Right.
that's not been something you've been dealing with.
No, physically, I feel pretty good. Mentally is more of a challenge, but physically,
Totally.
it's all good.
So I guess like that's my thing is like, you know, you're hosting Christmas.
Yeah.
You'd be like, well, don't make the pregnant woman do anything. This is like, give up your seat on the train. Like,
If I'm
has
being
this
honest,
been bullshit?
If I'm being honest, Mike and his mom are hosting Christmas at my house.
Okay.
She's like, Mike, I'll call you to discuss the menu.
Right.
And I'm kind of just gonna be like living there, like
Amongst it.
I'll like help spruce things up, like decor or whatever, blah blah blah. But
Yeah,
like,
you'll be the executive producer. Nah, do this. You'll sit
Yes.
with a pointy finger. Yeah, that's
Yes.
like that's how I run
I'm gonna let
things.
the people who love it.
Right.
like-
let them. Yeah,
Right.
that's your gift to them.
Yes, but I think it'll be less stressful to do it this year than like next year.
Absolutely. Also, when you have it at your home, you can kind of control the whole narrative. Like you can control when people get there, when they leave. You know, like
well, I mean, it's weird to give a time to leave, right?
are you gonna get like? No, I don't think that is.
You think? Like
I think you could like whisper that to Mike, and then he has to be the one that says it. If I were you,
Right.
hey, let's get a time. You and Mike decide on a time that you're like looking to get people out
Okay.
beforehand. You have to have a company policy,
Right. Well,
and it's usually like within a half hour of that.
well, I have to say the benefit of having this very physical, and again, I'm in my third trimester starting today. So
Ring the bell.
third trimester today.
Love
so
it.
it could get, I've heard it does get uncomfortable. So it could be worse. I'll
Okay,
caveat it
right.
with that. But I will say up until now, the benefit of having a physically well pregnancy is that everyone assumes you can't do anything.
Yes, I would walk on tippy toes around
Yes.
you.
Right. Which
Yeah.
is great because I can do everything, but
Right.
no one expects me to do anything. So if
Right.
I show up doing the
Perfect.
bare minimum, everyone's like, thinks I'm amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
can opt out of anything I don't want to do.
Look at this powerful woman.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of that.
And
a hero.
Mike gets a lot of that. Just kind of like, it's almost like when I just don't feel like doing something,
Right.
I'll pull the card.
Yeah.
So it's great.
As you should.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
You pull the card.
I would be like, oh, she's pregnant. We're feeling it.
Oh, you would pull it on your on.
I would
on
try my
baby
best.
mama's behalf.
Well, I think a lot of parents. I think like that's the part of the reason to have a kid.
Right.
lot-
Sorry, we're late, kids.
Kids can't get a sitter.
Yeah, you have really no excuse to be late.
I have no excuse for anything in my life.
You have the comedy. Comedy is your child.
Is my child,
Yes.
right.
I had
Gotta
a
do a
show.
show.
It came up.
I've canceled on many a woman.
Right.
Show added.
The show's sick.
The show.
All right. Should we?
Well, let's start the show.
Let's
I
get
think
into it.
Before we get started, I'm in Columbus, Ohio, and Royal Oak, Michigan this week. Then I'm coming to San Diego and Orlando, now Philly, Boston, New York, all the big boys, the Northeast assholes. Those shows are coming.
Your people.
My people, Northeast pieces of shit.
Yes.
So I do that run. Yeah, there's a lot going on. JaredFreed.com. Assemble the group chat. Boston, the first one sold out already. This is like
Oh, wow.
sitting here in December. It's already sold out. So if you want to come to the later show, I'd love to get that to 3 shows. That's like my New Year's wish.
Like
Baltimore,
3 shows one night?
Tampa,
Or 3 shows 2
Atlanta,
nights?
Charleston, Dallas, Houston, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Seattle, Tempe. No, if I can get to if I get 2 sellouts, then the third show will be added on another day,
Right.
which I would love in Boston. That would
Are
be
you
like-
ever? Is it always more or more? More is more, or is there any point where you're like, I don't really feel like doing another show?
Yes, there is a point. If you can't, here's what happens: you sell out a show and you feel so fucking good. Like you're like, we're gonna have an awesome show. It's all done. I don't have to go here. You know, you think I want to come on this podcast and talk about my show dates? I would a little bit, but I mean, it's all because I have to.
Right.
You know, I understand. Like when someone listens or watches, they're like, okay, I've heard about these. But I have to keep doing it.
That's how advertising works.
Right. I have to
Yeah.
keep doing it to make sure that like the people who haven't heard it and like the beauty of having the show sell out is you get there, nothing to worry about. We're gonna have an amazing time. I know that will be great. And then you add that second show. They're like, do you want to add another show? I think we could, we got some time. And you go straight to zero. You go straight back to, hey guys. We got tickets available. And you feel like a loser again.
Right.
You go from like it's like senior year to freshman year of college.
Yeah.
Like right away.
Highest to the lowest on the totem pole.
Right. So the add a second is like a huge deal, especially financially when it comes to these theaters. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean,
you're already there.
I'm already there. So, it's also, when you do theaters, I have to do the cost. When we did theaters for You Up, we have to do the cost of like union fees and stage fees. There's a lot of fees that go in that if you do a club are taken care of by the club. So when you do the theater, like I have to pay that out of like whatever the ticket price is. Yeah. So when you add a second show, that cost stays the same and now gets cut in half.
Okay.
So because you're already there.
Right. That makes sense.
So that's a huge deal.
So 2 to 1 is a huge deal.
Right. 3 is amazing, but you want to get to that 4th. Right? It's like never ends.
Yeah.
So there are times when they're like, do you want to add a second? I'm like, no. I'm like...
Rather just be in a good mood.
Right. I'd rather... I'd rather like my life for 2 seconds.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. And listen, we're on YouTube. Go watch all our YouTube exclusives. We do You Up for More. We're doing such fun things there.
We're having a great time on YouTube.
And if I can give a little plug, I've just talked about myself to no ends, but do you mind if I talk about myself one more time? Of course. V, who's here producing this show, also produces my YouTube. We're doing behind the scenes from the road.
Ooh.
So if you want to see like me going to like restaurants in Chicago and Milwaukee and Minneapolis, if you want to see like I did Amanda Hirsch, Not Skinny, Not Fat, I did her live show. You have like all this behind the scenes that you don't really see, like what the thought process that goes behind, like what's it like to be a guest on a podcast show?
Right.
And I'm talking about like my insecurities and the fun of it, and you kind of see what goes on. People asking for tickets. I get a lot of Jordanas in my phone.
I've been asking you for tickets in a while.
It's been a bit.
Because you haven't been to New York.
Well, now, right. So it's a lot of fun. So my YouTube, if you're already a YouTube person, go subscribe to mine as well. Would love to have you. What are we talking about?
All right, let's get into it. I'll read our first email.
Please.
Hey, Betches, a subscriber here. I'm more of the listen and observe type, but I'm finally feeling compelled enough to email.
Thank you.
I'm dating a new guy. We were friends years ago in college and have been dating for about a month. Things are going great and I really like him, but something keeps throwing me off. The ick, if you will. Selfies. In my humble opinion, there are very few reasons for a man to ever take a selfie. To send to grandma? New beard cut approval? Maybe, but no.
Grandma. Hey, Nanny. Hey, Nana. Feeling sexy today. What do you think?
Jim selfie? Yeah. Look at these abs. He likes to send me selfies almost daily of what he's doing. Think tucked in bed at night, after a sweaty gym sesh, simply smiling because he's having a good day. Regardless if I am a total betch for feeling this way, I need your help on how to make it stop. Mainly because I really like him and I don't want to be turned off by something so trivial. How do you politely ask a man to stop sending you selfies? XOXO anti-selfie girl.
I love this email. It is about the topic of the ick, which we've talked about here, but it is funny, this idea of a selfie. Like I don't believe that anyone doesn't know what they're doing when they're doing it. Like, I don't think people just operate in a vacuum. And I will say this for me, a selfie taker, a selfie poster.
A selfie texter?
A selfie texter.
Okay. So this is you.
This is me. I like to think, but we all like to think we're doing it the right way.
Right.
Whereas I do, when I send a selfie or I take one, I do want to look hot, but, and I don't think a lot of men will admit to this, I want to look hot, but I have to make sure I'm not looking like I'm trying to look hot.
That's kind of, I think that's the universal, I mean, there's obviously female selfies where you're trying to look hot.
Sure, but I think women are allowed to say they're trying to look hot.
Sure, but I do think it's a cooler look to not to pretend like you just happen to look hot.
Sure, it's the fine line of selfies. Yes. Like that is, and well, I guess I'm admitting for myself because I post a selfie and all I think about is what a group chat that would send this around behind my back would say.
How would they take it apart?
Right. And I will be like, no, that's too much.
Do you look at your facial expression? That's part of it.
Facial expression, how I'm standing. Does it really look like me, or am I just putting up a glorified version of me? A filter. I don't do as much filters because I'll talk shit about. I am like a connoisseur. I'm a sommelier of men trying to look hot.
Okay.
Because that's something men don't like. You know, guy dresses up as a pirate with eyeliner for Halloween. That's a guy who's doing Halloween, but this was an opportunity for him to like show off and look hot.
Okay, well, let me ask, I guess, are there certain selfies you wouldn't, and then let's talk about, I think there's a difference between selfies you're putting on Instagram and selfies you're texting to a woman.
Right, well, the one you're sending to a woman, like have you received one from a guy that you're like, boy, he's really putting it on here? Like,
yeah, I think any sexual selfie is like kind of, the selfie has, I think from a guy, for me to not have an icky feeling, it has to like be to show me something.
It has to be, utilitarian. What's the word I'm looking for? It has to have use. Yeah,
utility.
It has to have utility. Okay.
Yes. So like, you know, if it was like, here's me and like your friend that I ran into,
right?
Or
different story.
You know, here's me. Here I got a new jacket. Here's me in the new jacket. Like I'm showing you the new jacket.
So let's
go. See it.
Let's
like,
go
whatever.
through the options. I just at a store. Getting this jacket, what do you think?
What do you think? Yeah.
That's okay.
Great. Love it.
Went and got a haircut, what do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but doesn't matter what face he's making, even on the haircut? Like if he's going like...
I think like the funnier, I think the less he looks like he's trying, the better. The more he's like you're having fun with it instead of like posing too much.
Good morning, babe, with a selfie from bed where he's like little sleepy eyed.
I could handle like one of those a month.
Right.
Maybe. I wouldn't want that every day or every week. I think that would be like a lot for me personally.
No, I think it would be a lot for me as well, but I'm less prone to the ick on, men don't get the ick.
Right. Well, you're kind of like, if she looks good, she looks good.
Right.
Does it matter how she looks in the selfie?
No.
Even if she looks like shit?
Bring it.
Okay.
If I'm dating her, she never looks like shit to me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's right.
That might be the nicest thing you've ever.
You can find me, Jared Freed, on Instagram for all of your cameo needs this holiday season. No, but I mean that in a way less nice way. Like, guys aren't talking to you because they don't want to fuck you.
Right.
So they're, again, like, you're sending me a selfie, that means you want to fuck me. This is great.
Right.
Like, to me, the way a guy receives a selfie, like, guys, you know, on the conversation of the ick, like, and I talked about this in the stand-up special, but it's like the idea that, like, I will always want to fuck you if I'm talking to you. You know, but it's like...
It's not the case for...
Right. I know this isn't the case. I'm speaking for myself.
And I get her dilemma here.
Right. Nice
because
guy.
She's like,
and it's
I kind of knew him already. I kind of like felt like he was already normal. And now he's sending me these signals of like the image that I had built up from him, because she says they knew each other in college.
Right.
Is now kind of like, I'm getting a sense of who he actually is.
Right. And she's probably thinking, and as most icks go, he checks all these other boxes. It's this one thing that he's poking at me with.
Right.
That's drying me up.
Yeah.
And if I just got rid of that one thing, maybe all the rest would be amazing and we could be together. I tend to believe when you're getting that one thing from something enough to want to end it.
Yeah.
You were kind of on the edge anyways.
And you're kind of getting a sense of the full picture of who they are, and it might not be. And you're getting a sense of it might not be a match.
Right.
If it's enough to do that.
Because the only way it's an ick to me is if it could be another woman's husband.
What do you mean?
One woman's ick is another woman's husband.
Sure.
That's the only way the ick works.
Yes.
When someone says to me, oh, my ick is rude to wait staff. No, that's not an ick. That's a turn off. That is someone you don't like.
Right.
An
That's
ick
something
is,
that wouldn't be endearing to anyone.
right. No one would
Even
like.
if someone wouldn't care or notice as much as another person, no one's like, that's what I'm looking for.
Right. And guy who sends selfie to another woman, she likes it. That's why he does it.
Right.
It's worked for him. Men don't do things that don't get them laid. So now generally he gets laid via these selfies. But now that you guys are zoned in as a one-on-one thing, he's not realizing this is getting in the way of his cock to keep sending these selfies.
So what would you say?
If I were her, I would say, this is tough. You got to really...
It's tough to say it.
It's tough to say it, but like, hey, the selfies, not my thing.
When would you say that?
After getting one. Rip the Band-Aid off. You
How
receive
would
it.
you feel getting that?
It would sting, but...
Would you be like, fuck this woman?
Well, if I didn't really care about her, if I was doing it to many people,
Yeah.
I would move on to the women who like it.
Or haven't said anything.
Right. Right. But if I'm sitting there, you know, if I'm like into this and I want to make it work, I tone it down.
You cut back.
Right. I got to cut back on my habit.
Right.
So
Okay.
I think that's like kind of like word to the wise here. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd probably rather that than you continue sending them to someone.
right. I don't want to embarrass myself,
that
especially
they
to
hate
someone
it.
I really like.
Yeah.
If I like them.
All right. So, I mean, at this point, I think she has no reason not to say something.
Right. The selfies.
She's already kind of a little out because of them. So, like, worst case, he's like, all right, well, like, fuck you.
Can a guy
fine.
come back from an ick?
Yes. I think he could just stop doing it.
Well, let's say he stops doing it, but then you guys fall in love and he comes back and starts doing it again.
I would bring it up again.
You would be out forever on this one thing.
I just bring it up again. I think.
Right.
I think I might be like, if he stopped doing it and then he did it later, I think there'd probably be a higher threshold for the ick in that scenario. But I would still, at that point, I'd be even more comfortable where I could say, stop doing that.
Does the ick from the selfie come from a place of like, stop trying to sell me on you? Like, where does it come from? Is it that he's doing something womanly, as a lot of these icks have become? A lot of these icks are like men being feminine, and that's kind of the great reveal. All these, you know, people who don't care about, you know, anything.
I think
liberal
that's part of
women
it.
being like, stop being such a girl, is really what it sounds like.
I think it depends on which one, but I think that's probably true for many of them.
But
I
for
think that's
this
a lot
one,
of them. Yeah.
is it a little smarmy? Is it a little?
I guess, but I think
snake oil salesman?
That's part of it, the femininity of it. But I also think like I wouldn't want that from my friend to be like sending me excessive selfies. I think it's a little like eager. It feels a little like there's like a cheesy, like the good morning, I'm having a great day, smiley thing is like just not really my vibe.
Right. So maybe that's part of the text.
Yeah.
Hey, I really appreciate that you're sending me these pictures, but they're really feeling cheesy from my end.
I think better to say like cut back rather than like give individual critiques. No.
Right. I don't know. Hey, loser, cut the pictures out.
I mean, I think you could do that, and then if you continue to get them, or you get this, because I also think if you're someone who sends those or would send those with, like, in a consistent basis, you are kind of a little bit fundamentally different than someone who would never send them. So that'll show up in other ways, which you also might be turned off by. So you might just like not be a match.
Well, this is why men are very lucky that we don't like check boxes and then say, oh, then let me see if these boxes help me to want to fuck them. You know, like that's kind of what she's done, you know? So, but that's okay. Listen, I only send selfies to my mom to make sure my outfit looks good.
If you send her good morning, having a great day.
Good morning. What do you think? Does this go?
Yeah. I think any selfie with like a purpose. I've gotten selfies from you with like, look at my new hat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jordana, that was supposed to be between us.
The Kimosabi hat. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, I'm a selfie sender, but I'm not a morning boo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where it becomes like a little eager.
Yeah. Let's do another email.
All right, let's do it.
UUP@betches.com. Keep sending your emails. We love your emails. The more normal your problem is, the better, I tend to think. Like the more like whatever you're dealing with dating-wise, relationship-wise, marriage, fiance, dating, first date, anything. UUP@betches.com. Petty or prudent, you ready? This is a great game where you end it with someone and then you do something. Were you being petty or is it prudent? You needed to do it. J&J, my married friend, we'll call him Cody, cheated on his wife. She found out. He owned up to it, and it hasn't been pretty. They have 2 kids under 5 together. Not long after finding out, she filed for divorce, and they separated. She, of course, and all the power to her, told her family about Cody's infidelity, aka the reason why they were getting a divorce. I want to know if what happened next is petty or prudent.
Let's find out.
A third person in the story, her brother, called Cody's place of work multiple times over the span of several weeks, told them about his infidelity, and essentially tried to convince them that Cody was a bad person and therefore a bad employee. Side note, Cody worked in fundraising for a nonprofit.
Poor Cody.
Look at this is so petty that you've forced a woman to take the cheater's
with
side.
The cheater. There's something wrong with me. Okay.
He was laid off a couple months later. I know layoffs have been happening everywhere, but I have to wonder if his ex-brother-in-law played a part in making Cody look bad to his employer. Petty or prudent. The ex-brother-in-law was right to call Cody's employer to complain. Innocent bystander. P.S. Love you guys. Big fan. So what do we think?
I think this is really fucked up, actually.
Of the
brother-in-law. Of the ex-brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be like messed up either way, but because like his sister and this guy have kids together, I think it's even more messed up. It's like you're doing this to the father of your niece and nephews,
Right. You're hurting the niece and nephew.
Yes. And he now doesn't have a job. Who do you think that hurts?
Right.
His kids.
And you can always say, well, they did it a couple months later in layoffs. I kind of think you get rid of the problem first. You get rid of the person who's
liability.
Yeah. You get rid of the person whose ex-brother-in-law is causing drama at your office before you get rid of the person that like if it's apples to apples.
Yeah. Or even just
I'm getting rid of the person who's like making life around here hard for no reason.
Yes. And I'm saying, even if he didn't get fired, it was just like a bad look for him. Again, that's like someone who's like supposed to be supporting and like paying for your family members. So I think the kids thing adds like the fact that they have kids together. I think it would still be petty if they just like, if it was like this guy cheated on his sister. I think that would still be petty. But I think this crosses an extra line, especially as like someone with divorced parents who kind of like might do some kind of shit like this.
You grew up in something like this.
I grew up with parents who didn't mind didn't think of us when they like tried to hurt the other.
Right. And honestly, think of the kids as usually said by people who don't really care. They're just trying to win their argument. You're the kids. You're saying it did affect you.
Yes, I'm the kids. It definitely did affect you. And it just also puts you in like a weird position. I don't think the mom did anything wrong telling her family what happened. That's totally fine. But I think this like we're trying to like get revenge on each other for someone who's like still going to be in your life or each other's lives for this whole time just feels like you're only thinking about yourself, or you're only thinking about your own feelings of like wanting to feel like you've evened the score.
Right. And not to make this like a social commentary, but this does reflect this idea of like going on TikTok and doing the story time.
Right.
And because this brother-in-law is like, oh, we are victim, they are the
perpetrator,
whatever.
It is, yeah.
The online world seems to think it's okay whenever victim does anything. Like whenever it's punching up, it doesn't matter. You're punching up. But I disagree with that. Like this is kind of how you would handle power in general. Ultimate power, ultimate corruption. So what do you do when you have power? So when the victim, who this woman is a victim, when the brother-in-law, I don't think is as much a victim, but I guess like
there's
his
something in it
sister,
for him. Yeah.
brother to the victim, that he's basically doing this on the premise of we've been wronged.
Now I need to even the score.
Right.
Yeah.
But then who's the arbiter of what's even? When's it enough? Was you calling, right? There's no...
Right. Well, now you're in a war. Yeah.
Right. And so I think that just generally socially is annoying to me. But Would it be a petty if he just did a TikTok?
I think it would still be petty, but it's
Not
kind of
as
like,
petty.
Not as petty. Again, I think I think anything you do in this realm with kids is petty. If there's no kids and you did a TikTok, again, I still think it's petty because it's kind of like someone who's an asshole is going to get theirs. You don't need to be the one to. I mean, we say this about ghosters. It's like they're going to like you yelling at them is not going to like right the wrong.
Right. There's a little bit of instant gratification of revenge that kind of happens.
Right.
Like I need people to be suffering right away within view.
Which seems immature.
It's petty.
Yeah.
Listen, and the fact that he works at a nonprofit, like I can even hear the dumbest person I've ever heard from saying, well, he's a cheater. He can't work for a nonprofit. He's a bad guy. It's like there's a lot of bad people working at your nonprofits that you gave money to.
Right.
Sorry to inform you.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, he's not, the bad thing he did doesn't have to do with the nonprofit.
Right. And there's people who work at nonprofits.
He works for a nonprofit for women who've been cheated on. Then maybe.
Well, even then.
Right, yeah.
He's still helping the cause.
I mean, here's the thing I think when you do this that makes it so petty is like now you're out there as a person who doesn't have a boundary of a line they won't cross.
Right.
And that's a scary person to me.
You're
Like,
talking about the brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah.
Or the sister if she gave her blessing for
It
that.
becomes a fun red flag deal breaker. Red flag deal breaker, you're dating someone who
says they did this?
says they did this for their cheated on sister.
No, I think I'd be out because I'm like, now I know like when you feel wronged, there's no like, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Like there's a line I won't cross.
You're a vigilante justice person.
Right. And then like, who's to say how our relationship turns out?
Right.
Well, you might be, I mean, again, even if I didn't cheat, maybe if you felt I wronged you.
If you felt you were in the driver's seat as perceived victim.
Right. There's
you
no
could
telling
wield
what
your
you would
power
do.
whatever way you want. Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the scary thing about, again, why someone might not want to date someone who makes TikToks about people they're dating.
Right.
Why someone might not want to date someone who crosses these lines. It's like, I don't want to, because that's you're saying that's who I am. That's how I deal with these things. And that could be how I deal with you.
I'll say this. If I dated her after being cheated on and I heard this story about her brother, I would be weird about her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't want to be around a family that does this.
Right. Why didn't you stop? Did you co-sign this?
Right.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't, who's to say whether I act right or wrong in this relationship?
Right. You
Based
got some
on
dangerous family members.
Yeah, your king brother. Let's do another email. I like that one. UUP@betches.com. UUP@betches.com. Go for it.
Dear J&J, longtime listener and subscriber, love everything you do. I need advice on how to bring up a sensitive topic early in dating. I am sensitive to fragrances. Usually,
if someone said I'm sensitive to fragrances.
Is that sensitive topic?
Oh, I don't even know.
Sensitive to fragrances?
I guess it's literally sensitive.
Yes, it's literally sensitive, but I wouldn't be like, oh my God.
I can't.
Heard she's like sensitive to
trigger warning, people.
Right?
to all these people who are sensitive to smells. I mean, I don't know if I should. Fine. We had a teacher that said she was sensitive to smells.
Okay.
And I'll never forget it. I was in like this class and it was in high school. She's like, I'm sensitive to smells. And she was like a little bit, everyone has teachers that are a little bit out there.
Sure.
And
wacky.
She was a little wacky. And I'll never forget it. Like we knew the smell thing because she made a huge deal about like men wearing cologne, whatever. And then one of the students came in and before class and like had a bottle of cologne, poured it in the radiator.
Oh my God.
And was like, this will be a fun joke on the teacher. She came in, was like, someone sprayed something. Immediately came in, left within a half a minute. And
she's probably got an allergy or something.
Didn't see her for 3 months.
Oh my God.
She like went full like union, I'm out.
That's crazy.
Kid got suspended.
Wow.
Like it did smell. It like
I mean, that
sprayed
is a
out
messed
to the
up.
room.
That is a messed up thing to do, knowing that the teacher has said that she like who knows what her reaction is.
Right. And like no one bought it. That's the problem.
Right.
Because we were all like, wacky teacher, sure, you can't handle cologne.
Right. I mean, it does sound like something where you're just like, you smelly kids better put on deodorant or something.
Right. Well, this was, you smelly kids need to stop putting on deodorant because it's like, but this was like, and I felt it sucked.
Where is she now?
The teacher?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 40. She might be dead.
How old was she then?
She was an older teacher.
Oh, yeah. She might be dead.
I mean, this was
Is that
like.
my teacher?
I hope she's well.
Yeah, poor teacher. I mean, it's funny when you look back because you're like, I think as kids, you don't think of teachers as like human beings with like real lives.
Oh my God.
Especially substitute teachers.
Seeing the teacher out of school. It's like walking on a escalator that's broken. You're like, this doesn't feel right.
Right. And now you look back and you're like, oh, teachers were like people with like who like dated and had.
I mean, whenever I meet a young teacher, even though I won't date them, they are like in the world getting drunk. Can you imagine knowing your teacher was hungover? That's going to be so difficult too. When you hear about like these teachers that get too close with the students, it's like you really need to hide that, especially if you're a high school teacher.
Yeah.
Like you can't be like, yeah, I was hammered last night. Shit got real. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like you can't
say you were hungover.
You can't say that.
No.
Because then the kids, like they're too close. Like you have to really.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. When I remember in 7th grade, one of the kids in our class, one of our classes, found our teacher's like dating profile. This is back when you had like a website.
That's I feel for that teacher.
I know. Now I'm looking back and I'm like, oh my God, what like how horrible for that person.
But in high school, like that's screenshot
middle
immediately.
School even, you're like, I mean, thankfully screenshots didn't exist then. It was like 2003. But
when all these teachers are like, I have to be private because I'm a teacher. I get that. Like I'm not
totally
like sometimes the feedback is I'm always talking about like having a open account so that people can see like who they're, if you want to slide into the DMs. And then they're like, well, I'm a teacher, I can't. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But like maybe DM slide's not for you.
Right.
Like you have to keep in context.
Try a different method.
Right. There's just you have to try and see it from the other side when you do that. Like, so that's, I think the plight of a teacher dating, it's tough. Like tougher than they get credit for.
Yeah, no, I think that's an issue with like a lot of jobs.
Right.
Doctors probably don't want to see that.
I guess doctors, like
you don't see doctors every day.
Right. And here's the thing about a teacher. You're on stage the whole day. You walk in, the kids, bell rings to bell ring. You got to act.
Right.
Every day.
You got to be someone that they think of a certain way.
As this human doesn't leave these walls.
Yes.
But I do associate smelling issue with difficult person.
Okay. All of that being said.
Right.
Sure.
But maybe that's because I think of this teacher who was like, we just didn't buy it, but
real.
Then
it must be real.
It definitely is real. I mean, she did have to like take time off.
Yeah, ruined her entire life. There you go.
I hope not.
All right. So usually this isn't an issue on a first date because I'm not sitting that close to the guy. So if he's wearing cologne, it won't bother me that much. However, if I'm on a second or third date and I want to be more intimate and kiss, etc., and he's wearing cologne, it often makes me feel nauseous and becomes a serious mood killer. I've looked into medical fixes, but there isn't a practical one other than just avoiding the fragrance. My current approach to this issue is not to mention it before the first date because some guys don't wear cologne anyway. But if I'm planning to go on a second date and I notice he wore cologne, I send this text.
Okay, so here's the text. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Hey, smiley face. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Before I forget, I just wanted to mention that I have a fragrance sensitivity, so if you wouldn't mind not wearing cologne tomorrow, I'd appreciate it. Don't want anything interfering with our night. Winky face. Ooh. Suggestive. The response I get to this text is usually, sure, no problem. I'm not sure if I'm scaring guys away, though, and if there's a better way to explain this issue without offending them. I recently had a guy react by telling me that he loved cologne too much and couldn't date me if it meant he could never wear cologne. Not sure if he's the red flag or me. Send help. A sense and sensitivity betch.
Okay, I love this email.
Yes.
Let me give her some feedback.
Okay.
Or let me make her feel better, I hope. You're not going to scare anyone away who wants to get to know you.
Yes. The guy who said he loves his cologne more than anything wasn't that interested in you.
He was looking for an out.
Yes.
And this was easy for him, and he could just say that, and that's it.
If you had scheduled a second date, but you like didn't really want to go, but you like kind of did in the moment, and then you did it, and then it was coming up, and then someone sent you that text, might you be like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I love cologne.
It's
and
a
then you're not
free
the
out.
bad guy.
You're not the bad guy. She gave you the wiggle room. Yeah.
I don't think we're a match.
Hey, I just am really attached to my Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Don't you have some fake one? Some fake cologne?
I have a fake, thanks a lot, Jordana.
Sorry, you said it on this show.
I did say it. I'm wearing it today. It's the Tobacco Vanilla
Tom Ford,
I think, and it's a dupe.
Tom Ford Day, as they call it on Amazon.
Tommy Ford.
Yes.
I love it. I don't know. Can you smell it?
I can't smell it from here, but I'm a little congested.
You just go on Amazon and you literally, if you want dupes, you just type in the name of the one you want and dupe, and it'll pop up.
Wow.
Yeah. So
There you go.
it actually got me more into the cologne game because of that. Like I started buying a bunch of them just to have different flavors of Jared.
Yeah. I like a good cologne.
Right?
You can. There could be like an overdone cologne, but I think a good.
Well, we've talked about this a little bit before. I think the pen version is better than the spray version when it comes to like a man.
Yeah.
For a woman,
subtle.
the spray, I get it.
You also don't want to overdo the spray though, too, because then you could.
Right. Some women, I've smelled them and I'm like, this did help me. This did bring me in.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I feel like.
Have you ever been turned off by a scent?
No,
No.
not really. I've never
good.
really had a scent where I've gone.
What if she came in smelling like your grandma?
Like if they wore the same scent?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would associate it.
Yeah.
Like, would I notice it?
Right.
Like, it would have to be like, I bring her home to my family, my mom goes, same scent. And then I'm like, okay, I didn't need that.
Identical scent twins.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're going to have to change this up. So, yeah.
What would you think if you got this text before a second date?
Let me just say to her, her text is really good and won't scare away anyone that really wants to date her. I do think her text could be improved upon.
I kind of agree. Let's hear what your.
I kind of liked
tweak
what
was.
you zoned in on. I had the same feeling. I don't want anything to interfere with our. It's so weird. Her text goes from one extreme to the other. It starts as, hey, smiley face, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Before I forget, I just want to mention that I have a fragrance sensitivity. Like that, fragrance sensitivity, that phrase, difficult person to me.
How would you?
So if you wouldn't mind not wearing cologne tomorrow, I'd appreciate it. That, to me, that sentence, from fragrance sensitivity to I'd appreciate it, I'm like, this rules woman ain't going to be a lot of fun.
How would you rephrase this then?
Well, before I rephrase it, don't want anything to interfere with our night, winky face.
That is like.
I'm like, where did this move? Is
we're gonna have sex,
right?
So, right, yeah.
I was like, did two different people write this?
Especially
text?
with the winky face, I think makes it sexual.
Yes.
If she got rid of the winky face, I think it would be okay.
Right. Yeah, because
it's adding something nice on. It's like it's not about you. It's about just like the night.
Right. But this was like an emotional roller coaster for me. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not getting blown. Whoa, she's
Maybe
gonna lick
I
my
am.
ass. You know, like,
Well, I think that she's trying to soften, like she's trying to not come off as uptight.
right.
But then she comes off as not uptight enough.
Right. We need this. We need to like smush this text together to make a medium text.
More neutral, yeah.
So what do you think she should write? Because I'm with you. It needs to be changed.
Right. I would get rid of the winky face. I don't mind the don't want anything interfering with our night.
I don't mind that.
I like the looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Again,
Yeah.
It makes it like pleasant. I'm trying to think before I Wow, you don't like the term fragrance sensitivity?
I'm
sensitive to smells.
Before I forget, I'm just horrible with colognes and smells, and it's been a thing for really my whole life. And if you do tend to wear cologne, I just want to kind of get in front of it to let you know that I don't want to feel, queasy. And it's not your cologne. Like some way of saying, Cologne does this to me always. It's not your cologne. It's all colognes.
Could she say like allergy? Would that, even if that's like not fully true?
I like
Would that make you feel better?
that's a good solve when I don't like a food, I just say I'm allergic to it.
Right.
So that no more questions.
Then you don't have to get into it, or like she could get into it on the date and it wouldn't be.
Well, if she gets it
wanted to.
on the date and she's like not acting allergic while he's wearing it, it kind of ruins the lie.
Well, I'm saying like she could like tell more of the truth on the date.
Right. Well, I don't even think she has to. I think you could say, hey, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Before I forget, I have a slight allergy to smells.
To strong smells.
To strong smells. Just if you wear a cologne, if you don't mind not wearing cologne, I'd really appreciate it.
Yes.
I think
Don't
that's
want
it.
anything interfering with our night. Period.
Boom.
No winky.
Yeah, no winky.
Okay. Yeah, like
If you don't mind, I'd really appreciate you not wearing cologne. I wouldn't want anything interfering with our night.
Yeah.
Period. All right, let's play some games. You ready?
Let's do it.
UUP@betches.com. We love your red flag deal breakers. You're dating someone, one thing happens. You want to know, is it a red flag or is it a deal breaker? Here we go. Long-time listener, love you up. Somehow my favorite podcast to get ready for bed to. Something about Jared yelling while I do my skincare. Must be the Jewess in me.
Jewess.
Jewess?
Jewess, I think.
Jewess?
Jewess?
Jewess, you're right.
Yeah, I think Jewess.
Anyways, had a recent Hinge interaction that felt like a solid red flag or deal breaker. Happened before meeting, so not sure if fully counts. I think it counts completely.
Yeah, of course.
Red flag or deal breakers can happen at any time in the courting process, right?
Or after. Yeah.
Right. Definitely one of those quirky modern dating moments I need your take on. Match with a guy, 37, I'm 28, cute enough. In his profile, he wrote...
Put that on the Our Story page.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't make me want to puke.
I know what she means though.
Cute enough.
Yeah.
Cute enough to go on a date.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
that's
see what his
never-
personality's like.
You're right. Never been said by a guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, cute enough to...
Yeah. To see what they look like in person. No.
It would
Okay.
really...
Wouldn't be
yeah.
exciting.
No.
You'd cancel that. Okay.
Yeah, canceled. In his profile, he wrote, prove to me it's still possible to find my ride or die in Denver. Love is blind didn't help. She put a skull emoji like I'm dead from the comment.
Hate that.
You hate what?
I hate the way that I don't like that he put that in his profile.
I'm with you. I don't
Prove
like
to me.
Prove to me. Who
Don't
are
be
you?
giving orders.
Right.
Yeah.
Who are you? Why do I have to prove to you?
Yeah, you prove to me.
Right. How about we prove to each other?
It's also negative. Again, you
agree.
got to stay positive.
You're right. We planned a drink, but then he said there are things I should know about him first. Screenshots attached.
All right, should we read the
Things
screenshots?
I should know about. Something you should know before going out is like, hit me.
Yeah.
Like,
What do
tell
you-
me, please tell me, but this might rock the boat enough.
What would you think? What would be your guesses before
From a
someone
woman,
goes- yeah.
things you need to know, it would be way more, my mind from a woman's saying, hey, just one thing you should know before we go out. I would think that it was an actual serious thing.
Okay, like what?
That
give
is
me-
my
give me an
privilege as a
example.
straight man. It would be like, I'm going through a death right now. I have some sort of sickness that I'm dealing with. I lost my job. I haven't drank probably. That could
Okay.
be as small as it could be. From a man, what would you think it's coming? What would
I
you
think
think is
there's
coming?
three things I would think. One would be like, I'm recently divorced. Going through a divorce.
Right.
So I'm still technically married.
Right.
Maybe.
Thing you could find online.
Yes.
Yes.
I have X amount of kids. They're not in my profile. But
Right.
I,
Thing you
yes.
could find online. Yeah.
Right. Or so for some reason Hinge keeps listing me as 6 feet, but I'm actually 5'9".
Right.
Yes.
So your assumption of any, hey, I have one thing to tell you before we go out, coming from a
Yes.
guy, is they could get caught for something that they don't have listed.
Yeah, or maybe they want to waste their time. They don't want to waste their time dating someone who isn't interested in
The real
their
full
package.
story.
Yeah,
But it's funny that like your
Except for the
mind
last
goes to
thing,
that.
yeah.
My mind goes to woman who thinks she has a huge issue that isn't a huge issue to me.
right.
It
Yeah, I
is-
guess that's the difference. Do you ever get any of those three?
No.
No. Okay.
I've never gotten, hey, I have once or twice, not a lot, my age is listed as this,
Okay.
but I'm actually this age.
That's kind of the male version of the height thing.
The female version,
Yeah, or the female, yeah.
female version of the height thing, yeah, the age, but not a lot. Not enough for me to think that for that to be my first thought of like what could be coming down.
This is what I would think, but like let's see what it is.
I'll be him with something to tell. You be her. Ready?
Okay.
So they make a date. He writes, "I'm down." But before we make plans, there are two things you should know about me. Do you want to hear the good or the neutral first?
This guy is annoying me at like every step.
His thing in the profile stinks.
Got two things.
This sucks.
Yeah.
He went from stinks to sucks.
The way he positions it is also annoying. It's like, I'll judge whether they're good or neutral.
Right.
I don't need you to like.
When I saw neutral, when I read this before, I was like, what is coming?
Right.
Like, what's the neutral thing? Like, he is putting such a fucking lipstick on a pig on this thing.
I'm already turned off going in. Oh boy, this is a texting medium. Just throw me both.
He writes, aha, fair. Well, the neutral is that I'm not that tall. I guess you can see from my profile, but just want to make sure it's not a deal breaker for you.
I was right.
But he doesn't say he listed his height as something else.
This is kind of another way of saying that.
To me...
Oh, I guess like maybe he doesn't list his height at all.
Oh, maybe that's it. But also, I would say, I think he writes this first as a aperitif to the other thing. Like this is like a palate cleanse for what's coming next.
Okay. I haven't, in full disclosure, for some reason I missed getting these outlines. So I'm reading this fresh.
Okay.
I don't know what's coming.
Okay, ready?
I don't know what's coming. Yeah.
The second, which I think is a good thing, okay? I have a big kink for being a dom daddy who rewards my baby girl's good behavior with pleasure and cum, ... and punishes with spankings when deserved.
That escalated. I didn't say she didn't say that. I'm saying that. That's me.
It is a wild text.
Second that's the good thing? What?
Well, you could be rewarded with cum.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so I'll finish. I feel frankly like respect and cool, that's your thing. I am not into leading so hard with kinks. I'm looking for something beyond casual and it feels too intense for me. And like cart before the horse, to be getting into that before we meet.
You could take it that way for sure. Saying, yeah,
okay.
I guess you could think that I only want casual because I said I would reward you with, as I put it, cum and pleasure.
Yeah, what would give you that idea?
Right.
Seems like a crazy conclusion.
You could take it that way for sure. I'm definitely looking for more than casual too, but I like to be upfront about it because if you're not at least open/interested in exploring that, then it's probably not going to work.
I mean, that's something I can get behind, but I also like to mix it up. I doubt I'm really into this specific kink quite enough for what you're wanting.
That's okay. All the best to you.
Okay.
Heart hand emoji. I mean, this being sent with, okay, no worries. I guess you don't want to be my cum slut.
Oh my God.
Like, is crazy.
All love though.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll
read the last paragraph and then we'll get into it.
She writes, is this something to let develop naturally or was he right to bring it up before meeting? I get wanting to be transparent about a kink, but it felt too early, too aggressive. I'm into being dom sometimes, but this seems like really his thing. Probably not for me. Red flag or deal breaker. He wants you to be baby girl before you even met a grown-up girl betch. What do you think? I mean, I have a lot of opinions on just the tone of the email. She lives in Denver, which is especially the city proper, very crunchy, earthy, hippie, liberal, whatever.
Sure.
I think this is like the politeness that she's having right now is like the issue with a form of liberalism that I like can't get behind. Like the idea that she's like, it's okay for you and I'm okay.
Right.
You can be respectful to someone's kinks while also this isn't about his kinks. This is about he's out here to fuck.
Right. He doesn't want to waste any time.
You are a vessel to get to his fuck. And he's being disrespectful of the forum and the niceties of conversation that happen on a dating app. Like he went from, like you said, he went from 0 to 60.
Right.
If he liked you and had a good time talking to you, you can go for one drink and see if it goes that way and then bring up your kinks and then be respectful of those things.
If he was actually looking for something more than casual, that's how he would do it.
Right. He's hiding under the veil of liberal, liberal niceties to be able to not waste time, which again, we all get to the point where we go, yeah, I'd rather know than not. But that's not really.
Here's the thing, if I were her, I would be glad he said this, only because now I know that he's looking for casual, and so it saved me a date.
I know, but it's just hard for me to get behind the. I agree with you too.
I would be very turned off by the way he was doing it. In that, I agree. It's
this is more dodged a bullet than did you a favor.
Yes, that's true. Dodged a bullet and saved your time. Because it's almost the only clearly he's just looking to have sex. So it's I would almost if a guy started off the conversation really sexual, then it's obvious that's all he's looking for. Then I know what I'm getting into, as opposed to.
It's just I think this is a misuse of the dating app. This is
find a different app. There's apps.
There's other apps. Yeah. You can go on different apps where it actually has your sexual proclivities in. I was on it. What was it called? The Field.
Yeah.
I was on Field. Field does a very good job of putting this out there for people to consume. Yeah. But also, this is the problem with dating apps of it's allowing nerds to be studs. To be a stud.
This guy is not coming off as a stud to me.
Not at all, because he's a nerd.
Right.
Right. A true cocksman has to go out to the bar. If you were to do this in another era, no apps, he'd have to go to the bar. He'd have to put some money in, buy a drink, buy a food item.
Be smooth.
Talk with you at the bar. Talk you up enough to go the direction of hey, I'm looking for sexual things of that nature. And then be able to close the deal.
Yeah.
And this app has offered him a very comfortable place to just lazily do that.
Right, which feels way ickier.
Right. So I get why she's being respectful. The idea is it's a red flag or deal breaker. It's not even they had a conversation. I mean, we actually deleted a part of this. I thought it was important that we had another screenshot in the original email, right? She is giving no signal of, I'm looking to get a little weird here. She actually gives the opposite of that, because the first text, she actually comes off closed off. Very
I haven't seen it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
So let's reread the text for just for shits and gigs, because there's going to be maybe the feedback of I do think you can at some point get into kinks over a dating app. I don't want to be
if it's the conversation is going that way.
The conversation has to feel there's
that's why this is sloppy.
Right. And that's why it's so annoying to me.
It's like a cold call.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So impersonal.
What do they call it? The flow of traffic? If you're going with the speed of traffic?
Yeah.
You don't get a ticket. If everyone's going 80.
Right. Well, you talk about that with being drunk, right? What's the
drunk pace car.
Pace car. Yeah.
I try to find the drunkest person in the room, and I just be less drunk than them.
Yes.
That's always my motto.
Yes.
Okay, so this is their opening chat. Ready? Damn, blank. It must have hurt when you fell from the vending machine. ... Because you a snack.
Oh, I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Okay, now her.
Right. He's starting it off a little looks-based sexual.
Right. So, he's ready to go. He's hunky-dory, I'm here to have fun guy.
Yeah.
And look at her response.
All right, that's a fun one.
That's the response of got me.
Right.
We'll
it's
see.
A little dry. I mean, she seems a little dry and snarky.
She's dry and snarky, but that to me is not I'm here to talk about how I'm a snack.
Right.
I'll let that one through.
Right. What else do you have?
She's strict principle right now.
Sure.
You seem like a fun one too, winky face emoji.
Does she?
Right. But prove to me that a redhead from NOLA isn't a red flag. He's negging her. He's doing the,
right.
Oh, you're bad, aren't you? And what does she say?
Well, I'm not a redhead and I'm not from NOLA.
Is that giving you I'm playing your game?
Right.
Your hair isn't red. My eyes deceive me. Ha ha ha.
It's just not naturally red. LMAO.
Red suits you well. Could fool me. Could have fooled me.
LOL, thank you. I get that quite a bit.
You're pretty fucking adorable. Let's get off this app and grab a drink. Gives his number.
I kind of prefer staying in the app till I meet someone, but maybe able to grab a quick drink tonight if you're around.
Just making, I mean, has any of this given, I want to be sent, will you be my cum slut?
Right. From her? Absolutely not.
This is my point. This is why it annoys me more.
But I also think, and again, now that I have more of the context, not to blame the victim here.
Right.
But I do think he's giving off very like sexual, very fast vibes.
Right.
And I'm surprised she's answering.
Well, let me give feedback to that is just, I do like that she's like, quick drink tonight. Let's see the vibe.
Sure.
So like her response of like, this guy's being fun. He's active. He's got energy. That's more than you find on dating apps a lot.
Okay.
Fine. Like I agree with what you're saying, but I'm like, she's like quick drink. Like
sure.
Fine.
Right.
Like let me take a flyer is kind of my vibe on her.
Yeah. And she's she's staying in the app, yeah.
Right. And staying in the app, we're not going to exchange numbers. That's when he gets into, let me tell you my neutral versus my green flag.
Right. It's also funny that he threw in the like, I'm not quite as tall as you might think.
That was the aperitif. That was the palate cleanse.
Right.
He's like, let me start with this. It's like good news. That's why people.
Right. Good news.
Good news.
Here's the bad news first.
Right.
Yeah.
So
neutral news.
I guess like to me, is it a red flag or deal? Like I hate that she's doubting her, just that she's turned off by this.
Right. If anything, I would trust your instincts like quicker.
Right.
Like I think I would have gotten out of this conversation earlier if I were her.
There's such a thing as not a match vibe wise.
Yes.
I mean, when he's
I'm not getting like vibes here at all.
Right. Are you a snack? Because you fell off the vending machine. I'd be like,
right.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to fucking
gonna
have to deal with this one and try and get blown.
I don't think I'd answer that. And then the like, just all of the texts are kind of like leaning in that same kind of like cheesy sexual vibe, which you're pretty fucking adorable. Like, ugh.
Fucking adorable. That's like an Instagram account from the early aughts.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah. Let's do another one.
Okay. Hi, J&J. Love the pod. Longtime listener, first-time emailer. I have a red flag or deal breaker for you.
Okay.
About 20 minutes before a first date, I texted the guy letting him know that I don't hug on first dates and would prefer a handshake to start. Okay, talk about high maintenance. He replied.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
This
is me is way worse than fragrance sensitivity.
I agree.
He replied, no worries. While we are sorting things out, I prefer we pay for ourselves on the first date until we know this will lead somewhere. For context, I'm 38, female, in Gothenburg, Sweden. I don't know much about Gothenburg.
Well, I know something about the Nordic area of the world, and that makes this all make sense.
Okay.
That's the area of the world.
What do you know about this area of the world?
All like engineer brain types.
Okay.
Like I've been to Finland, I've been to Norway, or I was in Norway.
Like intellectuals, you're saying?
It's just a little bit more. It's just up front, less emotional. Like Norway, Copenhagen, they were all kind of like this.
Okay.
And this is weird to us. I think it's a little. She's very upfront about the hug. I prefer a handshake. That feels very this part of the world to me, more so than it coming from New York City, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Girl in Hoboken.
Fair.
So, but I said this is just because, I mean, it's my favorite part about doing comedy is you go to a place and you're like, this is what these people are like. And you kind of have to like figure out that puzzle.
Right. That's tough to like perform to various audiences when you don't fully know what the culture is.
I'll never forget it. Copenhagen was so like this. And it's a beautiful area.
So beautiful. I've been there for like a day. It was really nice.
Awesome. And like also like their furniture is like, you know, perfect and A-line. And like, you know, like all the lines matter.
High
like
utility.
Very utility, which goes into this. Like Sweden, I would put in that group.
Right. Okay. So, that helps.
Right.
He's 35, has a normal paying job, and my part of the bill was $4.50 cappuccino. His was about $15 because he also ordered food. Also, he traveled 1.5 hours by train to meet me, which he kept reminding me cost $15, as if that somehow canceled out him not offering to pay for my coffee. The date itself was perfectly pleasant, fine but not flirty. He even asked me on a second date, but I declined and told him I felt unappreciated by his message beforehand. He replied that it was too bad I focused on that little detail instead of appreciating his train ticket and travel time. This sounds like the worst date I've ever heard of. So, red flag or deal breaker, a guy who responds to a boundary with an invoice. Thanks for all you do. A bitch who apparently owes interest on one cappuccino.
So
I don't want to be around either of these people.
Right. I appreciate that she wrote in. If I had gotten a text from someone saying, hey, just before you take an 1.5-hour train to see me, I prefer a handshake on the first date to a hug, I would say, listen, it's nice to have connected in this way, but we're not going to be a match. And I just think we should probably cancel.
Yeah. He was like, here's your boundary. Let me up you another annoying boundary that is also feels unsexy.
Well, I think
here's your unsexy boundary. I'm going to give you another one.
I could be more unfuckable.
Let's see. That's what I'm saying. That's why this sounds like the worst date ever. It sounds like who can turn the other person off the most.
Well, there's a lot of that in dating culture right now. This like battle to like show the other person how much of a pain in the ass they're being by being a bigger pain in the ass. Like you kind of see this online. And I think this is like a trickle down effect of like the online discourse. Like if I'm to like give any reason to why would he go on an 1.5-hour train, I think men go on dates for the adventure and the maybe I could have a fun, wild night, generally.
He thought he was going to have a fun, wild night with no hugger?
Well, then he goes, well, I'm letting her know where I stand. I'm not going to just go on any date and pay for someone's cappuccino. It's a bad
it's a bad looking
mix.
For free cappuccinos.
Right. I'm not letting her off the hook. I mean, would you be okay with hearing this from someone you're going on a date with? She writes 20 minutes before the first date if you're coming from an 1.5 hours away.
I would be turned off by it if a guy sent it to me. Like I mean, that would be weirder from a guy, I think, than a woman. But
sure.
I think I would have the same reaction as you. Like, I think maybe you're like a little too boundaried. I don't know if we're a match.
Well, I think she has to know that like I prefer a handshake to a hug on a first date. If someone's coming from an 1.5 hours away, I could understand why he acted emotionally in response to that.
I don't think his response was right.
It's not right. I can understand it.
Sure.
Imagine you're on the train coming into the city from Long Island. And on the train, he says, just so you know, I split the tab on every first date.
Right. I'd be like, I mean, I would still go on that date. But
you're on the train.
Yeah, I'm on
You're
the train.
already heading there.
Right,
so
he's already there. Yeah.
So your response just now is probably the same as his. Like, let's take out take away the daggers. The daggers are, well, you're going to pay for your fucking cappuccino. I've spent $15. Just at a minimum, you're already on the way to the date and they send you something that like is really letting you know like this isn't going to be casual. This is going to be more interview than fun time.
Right.
Because when someone says that 20 minutes before the date, they're just warning you like, hey, easy there. And we don't know the conversation they had on the app. So like maybe she felt on the app he was getting a little too forward and she was like, I need to send a warning before he gets here. There's safety at play.
Sure. I'd imagine you'd include that, I would think. Or you could, I mean, to me, if I didn't want to hug someone, I would just like preemptively put out there's like ways to do this with body language.
I agree with you, but I do understand that if he was like on the app being like, can't wait to meet you, you know.
Can't wait to give you a huge hug when I see you.
Right. Can't wait to give you an old bear hug. That's me. Bear hug Jared. I come in hot.
Yeah, this information would have been more helpful. If that, fine, your boundary is your boundary.
But
right?
But also like, I'm just saying like, let's say she felt unsafe, like in a world.
Okay.
And this was her way of like just inching away. That's fine. I think I think you have to understand like, you're going to a public date, you're just having coffee. Now they're coming from an 1.5 hours away. They've kind of made you feel unsafe. Hey, I do handshakes, no hugs. For him to write back with this, I do understand. Like you have to like kind of understand that this is
what is his purpose in doing that though?
He's emotionally scarred. So
Here's my boundary.
Yeah, he wants to like get you to feel as bad as he just felt hearing that. And that's kind of his way to try and do that.
Well, that's why the date sounds miserable.
Yeah, the date is fucking miserable. Like
the opposite vibe of anything I would be interested in.
Right. And I think her not understanding that, I think like she needs to wake up a little bit too. Not to blame
how that might come off.
Right.
Yes.
20 minutes before, you know he's coming from an hour and a half away. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but like understand the emotional response.
I think there's nothing wrong with saying that. I would say it earlier before the date.
Absolutely.
Again, if you don't like to hug, that's fine.
How would you, so let's say you and I talk on the app. Jordana, I'm excited to see you. So Tuesday night, 8:00. How do you text me right then and there?
Great. Excited for the date. Just so you know, I am not a hugger. So don't think I'm like an awkward weirdo when I see you and I give you a handshake.
Right. It's the thing that it can ruin a day for me, even though I don't want it to be ruined. Like I would even say that.
Right. In addition to, I'm not a hugger.
I'm not a hugger, and it's something I'm like. It's just who I am. Maybe our conversation here doesn't vibe.
I almost don't even think you need all that.
Right.
I would just say it in a fun, playful way.
Right.
Like, just so you know, not a hugger at all. Like, I'm not being an awkward weirdo, but I hate hugs with people I haven't met yet.
Right. I think that's more fun than what she did.
Because she's making it be a little self-deprecating. Like, because that is something where you'd be like, oh, this person's like acting really awkwardly and standoffish. I would like make fun of myself before the person could get into it.
Totally. That's the way we do conversations in uncomfortable scenarios.
Yes.
Now, could a guy say to you, now text me, can't wait for our date.
Can't wait for our date. Just so you know, I am not a hugger at all. So don't think I'm an awkward weirdo when I see you and put out my hand for a handshake.
LOL, I'm a great handshaker, so no problem there. But just so you know, when I go on first dates, I tend to split things. I hope that's okay with you.
Right. I would be less excited for the date.
I'm not excited for the handshake date.
Right, yeah. Well, like now the question is who pulls out first.
Right.
Yes.
I would.
But now
that's not the text I would send. But.
Now we have all day the next day to have someone and the cancel off.
Right. And cards are on the table too. Like we've put it down.
Right.
So
better timing for that conversation.
Let's do one
there's
more.
A way more fun way to say both of those things if we do say so ourselves.
I think we just gave you the script.
Yeah.
J&J, thank you for your dedication to solving dating every single week. I have a red flag or deal breaker to share. A couple years ago, I met up with a guy from Facebook dating, both 34 years old at the time.
People use Facebook dating?
Every now and again you hear about it. I actually think it would be like to me, Facebook dating to me would be a more lifelike experience because there's just
someone you know.
Well, a Facebook profile has so much more information.
That's true. I get the appeal. I just don't know anyone who does it.
Right. I mean, good for them.
I guess
good
they
for
do.
anyone. Yeah. They were 34 at the time. They must have been like the first ones to jump on board. I do think it connected to your personal profile in a way. Like I have a cup of my phone every time I open up Facebook. I open up Facebook a lot.
Yeah.
I have a Facebook account if anyone wants to follow me. I have like a fan account there.
I like Facebook.
It's growing.
That's the old woman thing about me.
Listen, I'm with you. My Facebook fan page, it actually pays me some money.
Nice.
So if you're on Facebook and want to follow my fan account
and interact with all the fan accounts,
please interact with those videos that I'm posting there. But Facebook, like, there's a world going on there. You know? So we weren't looking to date, just a casual hookup at his place. Afterwards, we were chatting, and I can't remember exactly how it came up, but he mentioned that he still had his ex's passport. I asked how that happened, and he explained that he was the planner when it came to their trips. So he used to carry both of their passports. When they broke up 6 months earlier, he just never gave hers back. I said, well, that's a pretty important document. Don't you think she needs it back? He replied, nah, she doesn't need it. It's not like she's going anywhere.
Not going anywhere without me.
Right. That response completely weirded me out, but I just said, okay. Then he kept going, saying that she actually had reached out to get it back and offered to send a friend to pick it up. But he refused because, in his words, that's just an excuse for her to see me. At that point, I was thinking, this makes absolutely no sense. But I wasn't about to say that to this guy while standing in his apartment. I quickly put on my shoes, grabbed my stuff, and got out of there. So red flag or deal breaker. He still has his ex's passport and refuses to give it back. Even though this wasn't an actual date, if someone said this to you while on one, would that be a red flag or deal breaker? And what if it were a different item, like a pair of shoes or a book, instead of a passport? Would that change your answer? Sincerely, a flight risk betch. What do you think?
I agree with her that this is like a very weird red flag and a bad look for this guy.
It goes back to what we talked about earlier with the brother-in-law.
You're petty.
You're being petty. If you're petty with this, you're petty with everything.
Yes, that's who you are.
That's who you are. You won't give the passport back to your ex guy.
Yes.
And they are not crazy ex. There's nothing you could tell me that makes me think they were crazy enough for you to want to hold on to this thing that they want back.
Yes, and you're kind of like braggy about it.
Right.
Too. Like you're telling this to a stranger that you just met on a first encounter.
Yeah,
there's no shame.
No shame. You
right.
think this is the right because of the breakup? Well, if I just explain the breakup. No. There's no breakup.
There's no reason
scenario.
to not give someone their passport back.
Right. Even in the most horrific of cases.
Yeah.
I would want to be away from a horrific person, not have a thing that they could hold against me or come back for or have a reason to come back for. That's scary.
Yeah, that would be a deal breaker for me, especially when she like asked for it. It's one thing I can understand if he was like, I have her passport, I planned all the trips. Again, I don't know how this would come up the first time you met, but and then I kind of like forgot about it and I just realized I still have it, but I don't really want to reach out to her, so I'm not going to say anything. That's one thing. Mm-hmm. If she asked for it and said she would send a friend to pick it up and you don't give it back.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's making it easy on you.
Yes. And she wants it. It's like not like, oh, we both forgot about this thing. It's like she's asking for and it could be the passport, obviously an important document, but like anything she wanted, unless it was like 3 years later, she wanted her shoes or something. I'd be like, I don't know where those are.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker, anything. Passport, shoes,
whatever
jacket,
it is. Yeah.
To brag in this scenario that she's giving. You're on a date. She said, if it's a different item, but you're already dating, I would look at someone 3 dates in, why don't you just give it back?
Right.
And if they were like, no, that's not how I operate, they can go fuck themselves, I'd be like,
well, that's how I would operate, and so we're not a match.
I don't think
Yeah.
It's bad form. It's also just like, as much as they're like saying they're just trying to see me, well, you're trying to hold them hostage in a certain way.
Would you leave, like you're there for a casual hookup, mutually agreed upon casual hookup? Would you just hook up and then
No,
you wouldn't hook up either?
The person who's angry at an ex so much that they won't give back their passport is probably more likely to be accusing me of false accusations in a personal sexual way than the person who doesn't do that.
Fair.
Like I would think that is a person who is ripe for just being emotionally off
or being an asshole in other ways.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm actually out of there.
I think that's smart.
I would say this was nice, or maybe like we'd probably like make out a little bit. They'd probably I'd be like, hey,
I got a comedy show.
I got a show.
I got a child. Yeah.
Gotta tend to my shows.
Yes.
Well, we solved dating again.
We did it. Proud of us.
Yeah. Subscribe. All those things. This is a long episode, so if you're still here, thank you.
Thanks. We'll be back on Friday.
Boom.
Bye.